in the middle.
Same to you. Are we live, Joanne? Are we here?
I'm ready.
We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to possibly one of the most sunniest days on Queens of the Kitchen here on Facebook. Another brand new show for you tonight. As always, remember, you can cook along in real time. If you've got the ingredients earlier this week, well done you. And if not, grab the ingredients and watch this back and cook along with us at some time this week. Because every single week, we bring you a brand new recipe. Now, we do know next week the restaurants can open. But forget that. Queens of the Kitchen will bring you the best food in your own kitchen, in your very own home. So there we go. So this week, Rosemary said to me, we're making lamb koftas. Now I said, she's very brave during these times, doing anything that involves the word kof. But these kebabs and dips are going to be delicious. And when it comes to kebabs, I don't know my doner from my sashlik. So I'm going to use, as always, I can't cook. So this week I'm working with my best friend and celebrity chef of the world. Well, for nearly 2 months with this woman now. She is the master of the one-handed mix, and she has the largest rolling pin in the business.
Oh, yes.
She puts the kitsch into kitchen, the art into tart, and the pants into a knickerbocker glory. It is Rosemary Shrager.
Oh, thank you. I love your openings. They're great. Now, you lot out there she tells me to not say a word until she's finished. And that's really difficult for me. As you all know, I have to wait until she's finished. She could go on forever because I do as I told. But tonight, I'm so excited. Okay, we're going to make a little tapas tonight. Now, when I say little tapas, a little Greek thing, but not really. It's all my...
We don't really know what it is. We don't know if it's Mediterranean, Greek, French.
What I've done is, okay, because we wanted to do some sort of wrap that you wanted to do, but I thought, you know what? I didn't want to start to make bread and things, but what I thought would be interesting is to make something called soca. Now, soca is like a pancake in the south of France and on the Mediterranean, and you can use it as a wrap if you want. You can do anything. So we're going to make some soca first. Then
so it's not a crepe. It's not a crepe.
No, but it looks like a bit like a crepe, a thick crepe, but you'll see in a minute. So what we're going to do is we'll add some water to that first. Then, no, wait, not yet. I'm just going to take them through so they know. So then we're going to
I'll sit back down then. I'll sit back down. I'll drink my cava.
We're then going to cut up a cucumber into finely diced, and we're going to put a little salt on it to draw the water out. And then we're going to make our own rieta, which is done with lots of mince and yogurt, which is delicious. Now,
well, it sounds awful. Cucumber with salt on.
No, it's delicious. Now, listen, we're also going to make some couscous, which we'll have to do as well, which is very easy. Just add some water, stock to it. So I'll take you through that. And then we'll add some we'll make some koftas. So we'll
eventually, how long is this show going to be?
You'll do it in time, no problem. Now, so let's get cracking. Come on, put that drink down and let's get cracking. First thing we've got to do is do with our...
Is what? Is do?
Yes, okay, with chickpea flour. Now, how much chickpea? 125 grams of chickpea flour.
Now, talk to me about this. 2 things. First of all, I thought, I can't find chickpea flour. Normal flour's fine. But you said, no. Why do we have to be using this? And also, let me just turn my light down so we can see. It's also known as gram flour. Is that right?
Yeah, but you can also, gram flour is a little stickier than chickpea flour. So that's the reason why. But don't worry, it's just as good. So we can do that. So well done for adjusting it.
Now I got this from a local health food shop. This was where I got mine from.
Which is great.
120.
Perfect. Now what I'm going to do, I'm now going to add the water. Okay, it's 250 water. Now what we want to do.
250 water. Oh, I haven't got my bell.
Okay, so what we actually need to do here, we need to allow the chickpea to absorb, to get into the flour. That's why we've got to let it stand. So make sure There we are.
That's it. Thank you. I've got me bell. Now, for those of you that don't know, I have a bell. So if Rosemary is going too fast, I bang the bell and that gets you a chance to catch up. So if you're cooking along at home and it's going too quick, just comment, ring the bell, and I will get Rosemary in order. Right, now, I am whisking my flour and water.
Good. Now, what I've just done is put a tablespoon of olive oil in there.
Oh, okay. Tablespoon of olive oil.
Okay.
You see, you all know, you know what you're doing. For us, it's all just a game until we get to the end. We don't really know what we're doing.
Because I want it quite spicy. Did you get your harissa?
I did.
So I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of harissa.
You made your own harissa, Rosemary.
Oh, yes. But what I would suggest you did 1 because it may be too spicy for you. So
I just did 3. Okay, that's right.
Now, what I'm going to do is put this to one side and let it just rest until we make the soccas. Now,
right, so hang on, one second. In there is just the flour, the water, and the harissa, and it's mixed in, and then that goes to one side. Okay, fine. I can do that. That is done.
Easy peasy.
Easy. Now, quickly, question. If you're like me and you've bought a bag of gram flour and that's going to be stuck in your cupboard till 2025, what else can we use gram flour or chickpea flour to make?
Oh, bread, anything. You can do anything. You can put it in anywhere.
Oh, wow.
What's lovely about it is, I mean, it's full of wholesome, it's gluten-free, it's lovely, it's everything.
Oh, wow. Okay, so if you wanted to make bread with gluten-free flour, you could use that.
Yeah, a bit heavy because lots of starch, so it's a little. Okay. You've got to be careful because you've got to do it with other flours as well. So that's
okay.
That is another day. I can't tell people because in the sense now, because I could, but it takes.
But you can't be bothered, quite frankly.
We've got a lot to do. We have a lot to. Now, what I'd like you to do is peel your cucumber.
Right. Let me take the plastic off. Why do they put plastic on a cucumber? Okay, peel my cucumber.
Peel the cucumber.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to use it all. Just use 3/4 or something, don't worry.
Well, that's good, because I used a little bit last night for a salad.
Good. Now,
Rosemary, can I just tell the people very, very quickly that are listening? As you know, last week, we had a very, very excited winner that won a bottle of North 42 gin. Sorry, I was slightly burping on the carver. And this week, thanks to our gorgeous friends and sponsors of Waitrose and Partners, they have given us, to give away on Queens of the Kitchen, a bottle of Hendrick's gin.
Oh, fabulous.
And this is hosted to you. Yes, all you need to do to win this is to share this video on Facebook. Push the little share button.
Perfect.
We have to reach at least 100 shares, and you will be posted a bottle of gin. We will pick them at random. So get sharing to win your Hendrick's. Thank you, Waitrose.
Absolutely. Thank you, Waitrose. Now, what I'd like to do is cut. All I'm doing is cutting.
Oh, hang on, Rosemary. We've got a question. Say again.
Yeah.
Right. The recipe said a tablespoon of harissa, the recipe, but you put 2 teaspoons in. Is that about the same amount?
The thing is, I like good question, whoever that was.
Good question. Who was that, Joanne?
Yes, because I like my spicy. I do like my spicy. So basically, those who have a tablespoon, they normally just do a tablespoon flattened. It's perfect. But if you don't want as much, I'm always a bit wary of peating. I put equivalent to a tablespoon in my soccer.
Okay. I've heard that. Right. Okay. Perfect.
Right. So what I've done is
those sort of statements.
What I've done is
make us go viral.
I've cut the seeds out in the middle.
Oh, how did you do that? I wasn't watching. So you've cut.
I just went down and cut the sides. So all I did was so I can do small dice. Look.
So do I cut it down the middle first?
You cut not the middle. You cut it down the side. The side. So you can see, and then you cut the other side. That's it. Now cut this side. So basically, you're leaving the little square in the middle.
Yes, I've got it. This is fun. This is a stupid way to cut a cucumber.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, it works because look at this.
So if I've got some of those squares in, do I? Right. So then I've got my square piece. Is that rubbish?
You're in the middle. Where is it? Square.
Well, that's my square bit that's left.
Rubbish. Rubbish.
Oh, you mean it is?
Rubbish.
I thought you meant my technique was rubbish.
No, no, you did really well. Now, what I've done is cut. Here we are. Squares. Look.
Oh, right. Oh, we can do that. We can do that, can't we, guys that are cooking at home? Squares.
Okay.
Cut
Squares.
squares.
And I'm going
I
to cut
see.
them. Okay, you with me?
Sort of. Let me just give me a second to cut into squares. Now,
Be
how many people are cooking along at home? Tell us. Put that knife down for 1 second and tell me. Now, I don't think I've got squares. I think I've got sort of half moons.
Right.
So I'm just going to, while she's not looking, I'm just going to quickly chop them more.
Okay, so the reason for that, the water will come out. So when we add it to the yogurt, it won't make it watery because the water has already come out.
So hang on, we're not quite with you. Hang on, Rosemary. So we've chopped.
Add the salt.
Let's breathe. So let's breathe. Let's breathe. Breathe, Rosemary. Have a drink. Right.
Yeah.
So
put them in a sieve like that.
Put them in a sieve when you've chopped them, everybody. Sometimes people watch this and they wonder who is the chef, because I'm clearly the one that's keeping this show together.
You obviously are. You're doing a very good job. And then put some salt on the top and mix it in. So what happens? That's it. So what happens during the process? The salt will draw the water out, and so when you add it to your yogurt, you won't have it watery.
Oh, like we did with the ginger.
Exactly.
When we made sushi. Look at me drawing parallels to past recipes. I'll be releasing a cookbook soon. If you keep teaching me anymore, you'll be out of business. Oh, I've got cucumber.
I know, I realise that.
Yeah. You know what? You'll turn up at MasterChef and they'll say, and your competition is, and then I'll step out and you'll say, oh no, I taught her everything she knows.
I think you should go in. We should all get a campaign for you to go in to MasterChef, Celebrity MasterChef.
Do you think? Deal. Start that campaign, watchers. Hashtag La Voix for MasterChef. I heard it from Rosemary. She thinks I'm ready.
Yeah, I do definitely think you're ready. Now,
what are you doing now?
I'm now getting ready for the couscous. So
this is done. This is done. It goes one side.
Yeah, it just goes to one side.
Where is that one side? We're all... Ring the bell. Hang on. I've got to ring the bell so people can just catch up with you a little bit.
Okay, perfect.
That is making a dip. So, Rosemary, what is your favorite thing to dip?
To dip with, what is my favorite dip or my favorite thing to dip into a dip?
I'm just filling time, darling.
Okay, right. I'm going to answer this. My favorite dip is my homemade hummus, mine. I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to demonstrate it to you. It takes 1 minute. You can time me to make.
That's very exciting. Now, Joanne, my gorgeous lesbian driver, she gets fun just from her dipstick. The thrill of checking her oil, honestly. But I personally like a chocolate digestive in tea. Oh yes, you know, that dipping. And my ex-husband once said to me, how long do you dare dunk it before it goes soft, La Voix? And I said, well, that's a trick we all have to endure, isn't it? All the time. Homemade hummus, this is exciting. Can we move on?
Yes, we're going to move on. We're going to have to move on. Right, we're going to take a little bit of honey into your couscous.
Right. Bit of honey. How much is a bit of honey?
Oh, just put a tablespoon.
You say just a tablespoon, like, you know, we all knew. We didn't know. Right. Now, what are we making now? What is this?
Right, I'm just putting some lemon into the couscous.
Well, ready for the couscous, I guess.
Yeah. Now, we're bringing this to the boil. We're just waiting for the stock to come to the boil. And then I'm going to...
Hang on.
Hang on, Rosemary, people.
So,
all right.
Your vegetable stock should be in a pan and on the stove boiling, yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Because you just assume we all know what we're doing, but I sometimes don't even think you do. Right. Vegetable stock. How high the heat?
Boil. Bring to the boil, please.
The boil. Get it on high, people. Get that stock boiling. Right. Oh, hang on. The stock cube is all in the bottom of my jug. Right, so my stock is boiling, and in this bowl, I've got honey and the juice of a lemon.
Yes. Now we'll do the fresh herbs. This is a fresh herb couscous. So what we'll do is we'll put the herbs in at the end. So what we have to do is right, are they ready? My stock is boiling.
But mine's nowhere near boiling.
I know, yeah.
That's all right.
We will.
You can watch me do this.
Okay.
Pour it in. There we are.
Is your couscous in that bowl?
Yes, my couscous is here.
Okay. Well, why that's boiling? You put your cling film on if you need to do that. Put your cling film on.
Do that straight away.
Okay. So I don't think we're quite with you. So when you've done that, we're going to see. You're going to be ahead of us, which is good.
No, that's good. I'm going to now just do that. Okay.
And I guess that steams it, does it?
Right, that steams it. So we're going to leave this. There we are. Oh, Martin's telling. Can you hear him?
I can hear him telling you to recap. I think it's fabulous. So
right, now, recap. What we're going to do. So first of all, we've done the soccer. We're sitting there letting the flour expand. Now, we've also done the cucumber for the yogurt, ready just to put in. We've also done now the couscous, the honey, and stock for the couscous.
We are not quite there yet. So I've got my stock.
You carry on. You keep going.
My stock is now boiling. I'm spitting cucumber there, and I've got my lemon juice and honey in here. How much couscous am I putting in?
You're putting in, I think I've done a couple or 150 couscous, 50 grams.
150 grams. So I'm just weighing this couscous. 150 grams.
And 150 mils of hot.
Yes, so my stock is now boiling. I'm hoping people at home are keeping up. Are you keeping up? And are you sharing to win this Waitrose Partners bottle of Hendrix? I hope you are, because I had to queue in a Waitrose queue to pick up that bottle for you watchers. So make sure you are sharing. I put my life on the line. Right.
Well done, you.
So my couscous is in the bowl with my honey and lemon juice.
Perfect.
My stock is going in there.
Perfect.
That didn't look very much, but I think that's all right.
No, it's fine. Mix it. Put the cling wrap quickly on.
Mix it up. Cling wrap on. Where's my cling wrap? It's here. You say cling wrap. It sounds very American. Like they say. What do they say in America? They say shrink wrap. Is it shrink wrap?
Shrink wrap. Put some shrink wrap.
I think they say shrink wrap.
Yeah, I think they do too. Right.
No, saran wrap. Saran wrap, they call it.
Oh,
which I think is a brand. Okay, that's on, steaming away, cling film on, put to the other side. There's more going on the other side than there is in the kitchen. I don't know where that other side is.
There is actually. Now, what we need to do is make the koftas.
We're going to make kebabs, everybody.
Yep. So what we
I feel like I'm going home from a nightclub when I was 18 making a kebab. Look at this.
Right. Okay. So the first thing. Right. I'm just getting my stuff. Now, Rosemary, quick question. Now you're a glamorous lady, but I bet there's been times when you've had the odd too much to drink, and you get home and you're hungry. What is your guilty midnight snack that you go to the fridge for? You want to have a little bit too much sherry. You know, I love peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter, yes. Do you know, as a kid, I used to eat it out of a jar with a spoon.
And I've just found the best peanut butter ever. It's the most exciting peanut butter. Seriously, I'm going to show you. Tell us. Literally, it's called proper. Hang on. It's called proper proper nutty peanut butter.
Well, I think that suits you perfectly.
And I could literally take it. It's such a big tin. I literally can take it by the spoon and eat it.
Did you find that?
Isn't it lovely? Well, I think you might be able to get it online, actually. Yeah, I'm sure you can get it online. Go on to Proper Nutty Peanut Butter. Go online and get some. Because I tell you what, it's made in Yorkshire as well. It is the best peanut butter I have ever tasted. And I'm not joking.
If you Google Proper Nutty, some of the things might come up. So make sure you put peanut butter on the end.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
Otherwise, you'll have all sorts of things
Right,
pop up.
let's get on with it.
Let's
Now,
make koftas. Let's do this, everyone.
my lovely local butcher, Crouches. These are freshly minced today for me. And I've
Mine's
got
from Waitrose. I grabbed that while I was picking up the gin, which you can win today.
yes, 500 grams of delicious mince. Now, what I've done is I've got some kebab sticks, which I've soaked in water. Now, if you want to put some into water, you could soak them in water.
And now, why do you do that?
Well, because they won't burn so easily.
Ah, clever.
Now, the other thing is, it's very important, I'm going to put some lovely spices, ground cinnamon, ground cloves. I'm going to pop them all in. Everything's going in: cardamom, ground nutmeg, everything.
All of those spices. So the lamb is in a bowl. The cumin, how much are we putting in? Like a teaspoon of each, you said, didn't you?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Good rounded teaspoon. Now.
Good rounded teaspoon.
Right.
Hang on, what did you say? Hang on. What did Martin just say? And you said, I can't be bothered.
He said, people, he said, are you going to cook the onion? I said, no, I can't be bothered. Just do it, bro. Oh, do you want me to show you how to cut an onion?
Stop being so lazy and chop an onion.
All right. Stop it. Martin, behave yourself.
Martin, I think you're going to be fired after this program. I hate to say it. So, in my lamb, I have got my cumin, my cinnamon, my cardamom, my cloves, and the herbs. You're putting the herbs in.
No, I'm just putting some parsley in. Just putting some parsley in. Oh, I haven't got any coriander. Couldn't get any.
You couldn't get any. Oh, so when I said I couldn't get any gram flour, it was all right for you to not have any coriander. Oh, I see. I went out especially for that. It's when you're lounging in the sun in your garden.
Right, that can go in. Now I'm going to show you how to cut an onion.
Right, hang on. Right. Are they keeping up, Joanne?
Now, can you actually, before you do anything else, everybody, can you please turn your ovens on to 180 Celsius?
Well remembered, Rosemary, because I forgot about that.
Thank you.
Right, let's learn with Rosemary Shrager, the queen of the onions, how do we cut an onion?
All right, come near me, Martin. Come down here.
Let's watch first, then we'll try again.
Come down here. Right, cut in half.
Oh, but that way, like from the end to end. Okay.
Okay, right. Cut. Okay, right. You just go like that.
How much easier is that than trying to peel it all off the full ball? Oh, it's making me cry watching.
No, it's easy. Now, once you've done that,
look at us learning things. We're all going to be so expert cooks after this, guys.
Right. You keep your, that keeps it together for the root. And all you do is go like that.
Oh, and then through the middle, right?
And then like that.
Fabulous.
All right. Are you happy?
Yes, let's do this, everyone. So cut down the middle.
But I'm not going to bother. No.
Oh, she can't be bothered.
No, you know why? Because I don't think it makes much difference, to be honest with you.
And then what are you wanting us to do?
Well, you can do the onion and then put it to one side for something else.
I'll just put it in the mixture.
No, don't just put it in the mixture. You've got to fry it off. Martin's trying to do the recipe. Don't put raw.
If you want to add the onion
into my mixture,
just fry it off. If you can be bothered tonight, fry the onion. Because Rosemary Shrager has drank gins and tonics in the afternoon and she can't be bothered to fry a simple onion. Get your frying pan on and saute your onion and we'll have better kebabs than she will.
No, you won't, because it won't stick together as well. But don't do that.
Oh, it's all coming out now.
Because we've got to do it straight away. We haven't got time to lie to rest. So behave yourself. Don't encourage people to make the koftas. The thing is, I'm only given 1 hour to do something from start to finish. So behave yourself.
Rosemary, you were the one that put onion. You were the one that put onion on the recipe. Don't you argue with me. You sound Like, I'm making people cook koftas. You're the chef here. You know how to cook it. You put onion on the recipe. You've just shown us how to chop it and then said, put it in the bin.
The thing is, I'm enjoying myself. You should have let me just rant on. Now, okay, I'm going to have salt in here. But don't
Ignoring us, everyone. Back to the lamb mixture. Back to the lamb mixture then. We'll ditch the onion.
Okay. Right, so.
What did you put in salt?
Right, put salt in, yes. Now, what I'm going to do, make sure you've got enough seasoning in there.
Oh, you're doing the one-handed mix, the one-handed mix.
One-handed mix, always the one-handed. You know that by now.
I do. I've run out of bowls, so I'm doing it in a pasta bowl.
Don't talk. Martin, don't say a word. No, I know that, but I'm
While you two stop arguing, Joanne is being good as gold, sat here not saying a word, and you two are like bickering old women. Oh, I've lost the ear pod again in the lamb. Oh, what's going on with my ears today? I think I might have them in the wrong holes.
Now, okay, so we're gonna go 1.
Did you put pepper in as well?
Yeah, I did actually.
Oh, okay. So we mixed that all up, and then what have you just done? Broke it into how many pieces?
Into 8. No, into 8.
Into 8.
Did you see what I did now? I can't believe what I actually did. I cut.
What did you do?
I actually cut some mince. I couldn't believe it.
Well, you cut mince with a knife.
Yeah, it's so funny. Right, okay, now you make yourself a ball.
Hang on. We're still breaking it into how many? Into 8. How big are your pieces, Rosemary? Let me show me.
Oh, they're quite big, actually.
Oh, yeah, like a large meatball.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
Oh, hang on, I haven't got enough. Hang on, 1, 2. I'm just struggling to make 8. 1 second. 1 2, 3, 4.
2 on 1 stick.
Oh, okay. Right. Hang on. Let me just sort this out. Right. So what are you doing?
I'm putting 2.
Oh, so you're rolling into a ball.
Yes.
And then we take the bamboo that's wet, and we.
Well done, you.
You push it through, and then you to the end.
Yes, well done. Put it through to the end. That's it. How are they getting on at home? Give me some.
How are you getting on at home, everyone? Are you up to this?
Okay. Hang on, the alarm might go off in a minute. Wait a minute, I'm going to turn the show alarm.
How's your alarm going to go off?
Well, because for some reason. Here we are.
Now, is that right?
What? Well, let's have a look. Yes!
My herbs are a bit big, but.
Well, chop them finer next time.
I'll add an onion next time.
Hang on, let me just shake this on.
Why? You're right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you sharing the video? Because our gorgeous friends, Waitrose and partners, have given Queens of the Kitchen a full bottle of Hendrick's gin, and that can be yours for free just by sharing the video. Push share, and we will pick someone at random from Rosemary's Facebook or my Facebook and send you that bottle of Hendrick's. So push the share button on the video you're watching now, and you could win Hendrick's. How exciting is that? Thank you, Waitrose.
Perfect. Jolly nice of Waitrose to do that.
Wasn't it good? I know. I like a bit of Waitrose.
So do I. Nice.
Right. I think it's sort of. So there's no egg or anything in this binding it, is there? Oh, ring the bell.
No, you don't need it because. Okay. The protein.
Ring the bell. Mary, who's Mary? Rosemary. I wanted to ask you a question. Now, when you did ladette to lady, you obviously had to focus a lot on etiquette of a dinner party. Now, what is the most important thing for etiquette at a dinner party, in your opinion?
These days, leave your mobile. Leave your mobile.
Oh, yes. Leave your mobile in the pockets. Very good. Does it drive you mad? Does it drive you mad?
It drives me mad because I'm just as bad, you know. I'm just as bad.
Well, I remember when we spent that New Year's Eve together and you were trying to book that stripper on your phone.
I know. Whoa, what did you say? No, you didn't.
I knew you hadn't heard me.
I was concentrating. Sorry.
Clip for
He's telling me to stop it. Marty's now telling me by signs saying, stop, stop, stop.
You need to.
Oh dear, he says you need to stop.
Right. I think I have made nearly 4 skewers. Now, Rosemary, I don't know about anyone else at home, but I'm finding mine aren't holding together brilliantly. But is that fine? Because when we cook them, will that be all right?
The protein will seal itself. So don't worry about that. I've had to put my fan on because if I didn't, the alarm's going to go off.
Okay, fine, fine. So
I'm going to put these on the top.
What is that like a? So are we just going to use like a hot frying pan?
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Perfect. On my griddle.
Nice to have known. We'll get it ready. 1 second.
Right. Okay.
Frying pan. I've got a griddle. Have you got any oil in your pan?
Yes, I've got a little bit of oil, but not much. Go on it. You can show how
Not
much.
much. Right. So are we all ready with the pans? Now, your pan, Rosemary, is on and hot for 4 hours. So we might be a little bit behind you, but that's not a problem.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Oh, yours are like that shape. I went for long sausages.
Yes, that's fine. Long sausages is exactly what mine are.
Right. Rosemary, Kevin wants to know, why haven't we seen Martin yet?
Well, because he's behind the camera.
He's tied to a chair and she beats him.
I do, with a leak.
Now, oh, and somebody's asked, why do we not need an egg to bind it all together?
Well, because it's the protein again. The protein will do it. The protein will do it. What you saying, Martin? I can't see. Protein will... The protein...
So you don't need an egg. We don't need an egg.
No.
Oh, I'm sitting down. I'm not very small. I've sat down. Now, do you know one thing you guys won't know about Rosemary is whenever you go to a restaurant with Rosemary, she loves to go off menu.
I do.
Always recommend people to go off menu. Ask for something that isn't on the menu because it tests the kitchen. Tell us about that. Why do you like to go off menu?
Well, I mix things sometimes. I don't do it on purpose, but I just sometimes don't feel like stuff. So basically what I feel like is what I ask for. But I make sure that it's on the menu, but we can mix it. So as long as they know what they're doing, I mean, you can choose it yourself. If you fancy something done a certain way, you just tell them. Because I don't mind if I'm told.
Well, I bet they all go, ugh, let me go and ask for chef. And then they go, that Rosemary Shrager woman wants to mix 17 dishes.
They're all very good. Everybody's very good. I mean, I think chefs are fine with just a bowl of chips, to be honest with you.
Oh, I went off menu once. I went to my local Chinese takeaway and asked for spaghetti bolognese, but they couldn't do that, unfortunately. I thought it was the same.
They couldn't do that for you.
No, sadly.
Now,
so be careful.
Okay, now we have to move on because what I'd like you to do is just quickly, while your kofta gets cooking, I would like you to quickly chop the herbs for the couscous.
What herbs are that?
There
That was
are
terrible
all-
grammar. Which herbs is that?
there are
Which
all
herbs
sorts of
are
herbs.
that? Is that?
I actually gave you, I actually said herbs, I think, in the couscous. I said a selection, a bunch of coriander, parsley, chives. They are in the recipe.
But we've already put them in. We put them in when we mixed it earlier, didn't we?
Oh, no, I didn't.
But what if I put my herbs in? I put my herbs in the koftas.
Okay.
No.
No. We said put them in the couscous. So I'm going to chop my herbs. You don't have to chop herbs.
Well, I'm going to chop my coriander. Tell us, Martin, what's happened?
Martin's laughing.
Martin, I feel like there's far too many herbs going on.
It is a herby couscous. It's called herb couscous.
Well, it is, but I've already used all my herbs. Well, I'm just going to chop some coriander because I could be bothered to go and buy coriander, not like some people on this program. Where does the garlic? We had to have a clove of garlic. Where does that go in?
Garlic. I've got garlic here. I'm just about to put that in as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'll leave you
Garlic
alone.
was right there.
Don't you start on me, Martin.
Yeah, Martin's in the zone. You see, Martin.
He's feisty today, Martin.
Oh yeah, he's feisty. He actually wants to
Right,
get
so,
back to-
oh, my lamb is sizzling away here.
you hear that? Martin, Martin wants to actually go to bed and go to sleep. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
He needs a holiday.
I certainly do.
Oh, look, mine's fallen off the blooming stick. Right.
Why has it done that? Mine haven't. Right.
Well, yes, yours wouldn't, would it? Because you've been doing it an awful lot longer. Right. I've chopped my herbs.
Oh, this is so lovely. I can't tell you. I love
Oh, look at this. Am I ahead of Rosemary for once? Can you keep up, please? Keep up, please, Rosemary. We're waiting.
Okay, hang on. Bear with me. I'm trying to keep up.
Gorgeous people watching. Have you shared it? Are we sharing, Joanne? Oh, a little bit is the word. Do you want this arriving through your letterbox free of charge?
I'm done.
I think so. Share the love of Queens of the Kitchen. I know some of you are sat watching this, looking me in the eye now, not sharing.
Are you ready to go?
Yes, go.
Right, you take your couscous. Oh, I've got a plate.
Hasn't it been hot today? My goodness me.
Oh my gosh, it's been so gorgeous. Now I'm going to take the couscous off here.
The garlic is for that.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah, she wants to be done.
Oh, is she's all over the place today, Mark, and I can hear you.
I'm putting the garlic.
She's gone off piece. We all have no hope. What have you grated there?
Yeah, now what I'm going to do is pop that in there.
Rosemary.
Yeah.
What did you just grate in there?
The garlic.
Well, let us at least find our graters, and we can join in.
Well, it wasn't actually on the menu, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, well, none of it is tonight. What are you making, lasagna?
Something else. Garlic was for something else.
Well, hang on. I'm going to add. I am not being outdone. I am not. I can't even open the garlic. Oh my God, my lamb is a bit smoky here.
Okay.
I'm going to have to wash my hair tonight.
Yeah, me too.
Well, when do you do it? Once a month?
Right, okay.
Right, I've grated my garlic and half a nail in as well. That's all right, isn't it?
Do the couscous.
Hang on, so the garlic's gone in, the herbs go in, the couscous, everyone.
Yeah. Oh, look at
it's
that.
hard. It's gone all hard.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That couscous is cooked. And we literally just put cling film on it. How amazing is that?
Yeah. Now, we really are getting that.
Almost.
Look at that, everyone.
Oh, well done, you. Well, I'm just going to have a taste. Oh.
You're just going to do what? Have a taste. Did you have a taste? I'm going to have a
Yeah, I
taste.
did. I wanted to taste the seasoning.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's actually really nice.
Yeah, I know. Oh, delicious.
Oh, wow.
Right, now.
Rosemary, you've converted me. I don't normally like couscous. That's amazing.
Seriously?
I normally don't like it. That's lovely. Right.
Okay,
What are we doing now?
Now,
Is anyone else's kitchen trash?
Now, what I'm going to do is...
I'm just turning my lamb.
I'm going to put the lamb in the oven.
Oh, in the oven. Right. Hang on. So, guys, we are transferring the lamb from the hob into the oven. And you can't don't put your frying pan in the oven if it has a plastic handle.
Yeah,
Make sure you transfer it to a roasting tin or something like I am. I mean, I'm telling you these things, and I'm not even the one that's, had my own cookery show. But never mind, we'll put it in. Time will tell. World domination. Gordon Ramsay move over. La Voix is on her way.
Yeah, you're getting there.
That is a very smoky pan. Lamb is in the oven. Couscous is done. Kitchen is trashed.
Right, now, what we're going to do...
Yes?
I'm just going to do this and show you. So, before we do anything else, I want to clear this up. Okay, so...
Well, I wish I could. My kitchen's all a bit trashed. but I'll just brush it all over here.
Right, now this is quite important.
Oh, hang on, Rosemary, we've got a question, yes? Oh. Yes, yes, now this is the rule of our competition this week. If Queens of the Kitchen episode 7 does not get to 100 shares, we don't give away the gin. We roll it over to next week, and next week someone wins the gin and next week's prize if we're lucky enough. So get sharing, because Hendrix is going nowhere at the minute. How many shares are we on? 83. We are so close to giving away the gin from Waitrose.
Right, okay.
Now, have you got your flour there?
Yes. Now I've got my flour.
People need a hot pan for this. So.
And that's fine. Okay, so here we go. So we've done this. We've put all this in. I'm going to now make some sockers. Okay? So what I'm going to do, actually before we do the sockers, I might just quickly do the yogurt. Which has been,
okay.
Get that out of the way.
So we need the yogurt.
So we're just going to take the yogurt.
Hang on, how much yogurt is it again?
200.
350.
250.
350.
350.
What, 350? How do I measure yogurt? Oh, grams. Thank you, Martin. So I can measure it like in my, oh, okay, fine. 1 second, right. 350.
Yeah, now I'm going to put in loads of mince, okay?
So 350 going in my bowl. Oh, that's a lot of yogurt. Oh, it's actually not as much as I thought. Okay.
Normally
yes,
I would have put garlic. Normally I would have put the garlic in there. Obviously, I haven't because I used it in my other thing. So that's done, ready to go. So, okay.
And what have you put in there? Have you put dill in there as well?
I put everything in there, I think.
You put mince?
I haven't put dill.
Well, you need dill. If you're making tzatziki.
I'm pretending. No, I'm pretending.
You're pretending. Right. So I'm mixing my yogurt with the herbs.
Don't panic. She's panicking. You shouldn't be panicking. Because I'm totally in charge here.
I don't think you are. I hate to differ.
He does.
Right. So in here, I've got yogurt, and I've got my mint, and I've got my dill.
Yeah, okay. All done. And I put it to one side.
I'm going to put a squeeze of lemon
That's
in mine.
ready to go. Okay, we ready?
Okay, that's ready to go. Done.
I'm now going to make the sockers.
People need a hot pan.
You need to have a hot pan on this.
Thank you, Martin.
But not too hot so it kills it, okay? Is this really important?
Okay. So get the pan on the hob. This is madness this week. Right, there we go. Done. Do we need anything in the pan?
Oh, that's delicious.
What did you just taste? Did you just taste your manky flour stuff?
Just put a bit of oil in this. Martin's saying no. Keep going, Rosemary. Martin's saying that. You're not saying
Keep going. It was nice knowing you. Right.
Slow down. You're telling me to slow down now.
What was in here again? The chickpea flour, the water.
Yes.
No, and what else was in there?
Oh,
and the harissa.
Now, I'm now going to put this. Okay.
Yes, we're going to watch you. We're going to watch you before we do one.
You best watch me.
That pan is amazing. So, is it like making a pancake?
Yes, but not quite. Ooh. Ooh.
Do we have to do it with the whoops? Whoop, whoop.
It's a little bit thick, but I'll do another one in a minute. But that's perfectly all right. Now, you can see this. I'm going to send this up. You can see the spots coming. Can you see those?
Yes, I can.
Right, that's what you want. All right.
Right.
And then, because this is not a thin thing.
So you used a ladle. I'm going to try one.
Okay.
A full, like a bit of a ladle like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter how big the pan is, just so it goes in.
So it's actually like a savoury pancake, isn't it? Because it's got the harissa in there.
Okay.
But my pan isn't quite hot enough yet. Let me grab a plate to put these on.
Once you've got that on, yes, you need a plate or a. I've got one of these.
Yes.
Where are my other things? I have some more of these.
Cheers, queens of the kitchen.
Yes. Right, just put this on.
If you're not keeping up, just pour a drink. Did you put cucumber in your yogurt yet?
Yes.
Oh, no, I didn't. Are you asking me? No, I didn't. Thank you. What would I do without the people watching? You'd think you almost would think I would have a chef helping me, wouldn't you?
No, don't do your head like that. Joey's going to go useless.
Right, so my cucumber is in my yogurt. I thought it looked a bit boring. I thought, well, I could have done that. Thank you, everyone. I didn't know Rosemary did that. Well done for keeping up. Us people watching at home have to stick together because she is on her own planet this week.
I am actually. No, it's only because I want you to do it. So, right, here we go.
Hang on, me thing's frying here. Oh, I'm sitting on that grill. Where is my... Right, mine hasn't got the holes in it. Is it because I'm using gram flour, maybe?
Yes, don't worry. It'll be fine.
Did you turn it over?
Yes.
Do we toss the pancake?
No, don't toss. This is not a tossy pancake. This is not. This is not a tossy
It's not a tossy pancake.
No,
We have come up with some. We're going to have a T-shirt with "This is not a tossy pancake" written on.
Right. Okay. We're getting really well. We're doing well because it's a thick. So basically, what happens to it is very supple.
How many have you made?
Well, I'm on my second.
Oh, right. Well, I'm going to make my second then.
Just keep going until you've got 4. If you want all, just do a couple. It's up to you.
Okay, darling. Perfect. Make your sockers. Now, does anyone have any questions at home they want to ask? Because clearly we're on advanced things now. I mean, we're not tossing pancakes. We're making sockers.
No, but what I do want to do is I just want to quickly show you how to make hummus.
Oh, yes. Please do while we're cooking our...
Please. Okay.
I am roasting in the kitchen. It's not the day to be wearing sequins.
It's not, is it? But we've done it, haven't we?
Now, remember, if you're having a barbecue or anything tonight, you can have this outside with your barbecue. Don't forget about that.
Oh my gosh, how delicious is that? I've just broken my sucker. Don't worry.
I saw, you know what, Rosemary, you've got a broken socker there, and that you need to go to the doctors. You need to ring 111 and say I've broken my socker.
Wasn't hot enough. It's my fault. Wasn't hot enough.
I don't really know if these are right. They're quite doughy, mine.
I'm going to do it on here. Right.
They're an odd
Don't
consistency,
get a frying
aren't
pan.
they?
No, don't get a frying pan because I'm actually enjoying doing it on my big griddle. I bought this over from America.
Oh, wow. In your hand luggage?
Yes.
Strapped to your back?
Yes. Yes, a whole lot.
Look at it. Most of us bring, a few bottles of wine or, she straps a griddle pan on her back on EasyJet and says, "Don't mind me. I'm, taking this home to make sockers."
I did. Okay, I'm just make a couple. So look, now what I would like to do, I would like to,
yes.
While you're finishing your socker, I'm just going to get everything out. Just quickly do my my delicious thing.
Well, my sockers, I don't think you would pay money for my sockers, quite frankly.
Wouldn't you? Why not?
Well, I don't know. They're a slight disaster. Well, they're breaking up. No, they're all right. They're all right. They're not too bad. They're not too bad.
I think you've probably done very well.
I think that's good, Martin. Thank you for encouraging me behind the camera, Martin.
Yeah, but you can't see it.
No, I can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
You've done very well.
They're odd.
They are odd. But
I'm not going to lie.
But the thing is, they are very odd because it's chickpea.
Yeah.
Now, okay. Now, what I'm going to
Show
do...
us how to make hummus. This is exciting.
Are you ready? Oh, God, I've got something in my eye. Hang on, now. I've got something in my eye. Wait a minute, guys. Oh.
You okay?
Yes,
Have you got soccer in your eye?
I've got soccer in my eye. Right, I'm just going to show you. Now, all you do is clove garlic. Very simple.
We're not doing this, guys, at home. We're just watching her make hummus.
Tinned chickpeas.
Tinned chickpeas.
Yeah, tinned chickpeas. Oh, I must just turn my soccer over. Hang on.
Well, you see, I didn't turn mine over. I think that's the problem.
Oh, you're doing well. You're doing well.
I am doing well. The lamb's in the oven. That's all right. The couscous is done. Okay, go on, go.
Lemon. Come on, guys. You're doing all right. Right, lemon. All right, there we go. Oil. Not much.
And this is all just in your food processor.
It's still in the food processor.
Yeah,
A little bit of tahini. Pop that in.
Oh, people are saying you sound like Prince William, Martin.
Ooh,
Really?
Yes.
that's the first
No,
one.
he's not.
Maybe it is. Maybe Rosemary's got royalty helping her fry her
Maybe,
sausage.
or maybe he has got royalty. Actually, I've got to have a glass. Okay,
Yeah, have a
cold
glass of
water. Cold water.
Now,
okay.
So in your food processor, you've got tahini, chickpeas, lemon juice.
Yeah, you put some more.
No, I want those.
Okay.
Just recap what's in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so tahini, chickpeas, some oil, some garlic, some water. I normally use. Oh, hang on.
And that is it. Oh, what has she forgotten now?
Use ice. Ice water. Hang on, water.
And that's hummus.
Yeah, hang on, this is hummus.
Oh, I got it.
Wow. Oh,
Okay.
Rosemary, your fire alarm's going off. Only on Queens of the Kitchen could Rosemary Shrager's fire alarm go off.
I know.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Who would have thought making hummus would set your fire alarm off?
There we are.
Right, hang on, let me just taste it.
There we are.
People are asking, in the chickpeas for the hummus, did you drain the juice from a tin or
Yes,
put that
I
in
did.
as well?
I did.
Drain your chickpeas. Oh, me soccer.
Be careful,
I'm
okay,
burning me
okay.
soccer.
Okay.
I love that your smoke alarm is going off. You're making, oh, you're making, oh, no.
Right, okay, ready? A tin of chickpeas.
Yes, go. Just ignore the
Lemon.
smoke from my end.
The juice of one lemon.
I dropped me soccer on the hob.
Okay, the juice of one lemon.
Rosemary, this is a disaster. What's going on this week?
No, it's lovely. You're just making it a disaster. You lot are being absolutely. You are completely. We're ready to go.
We're ready to go. You've burned your house down. You've forgotten half the ingredients.
Well, I tell you what. When I was in the Hebrides, I used to phone the fire engines to turn the alarm off in Edinburgh, just so I can make Yorkshire pudding on the Isle of Harris. So there you go.
Well, that's someone with connections. There we go. There we go. Right, I've made those things.
Right, done. Now, let's
So you've
just
just
do
taken
this.
your koftas out the oven, haven't you?
I've just taken my koftas out of the oven, guys.
Right, take your kofta out the oven. So the access to the bishop.
Hummus.
Oh, that's hot. It's too hot to be working with an oven. Right, koftas are out the oven. Your hummus is going in a bowl. Obviously, we don't have hummus.
My hummus is in a bowl. Fine. Don't worry, Martin.
No, I'm not. Trust me.
What you doing?
Now, I remember, I've got a little game I need to do with you, remember?
I know, we're going to do that now. We're just going to serve. Hang on. Just before we serve. Right, we're done. I'm ready to go. I'm finished. I don't know about you. I'm done.
Well, I think we are. I don't quite know what I've done, but I think I've made something. So, before we serve all up,
right,
home can catch up in case your koftas aren't cooked or your soccer's not
made
tossed enough, we can keep up. So, Rosemary, Martin should have a little gift for you.
Okay. Oh, what does he have?
And as he gives you that, we're going to welcome to Queens of the Kitchen our adjudicator, our quiz master, the one and only Matthew, who we haven't seen. Are you there, Matthew, my darling? Hello, darling.
Hi, Matthew.
Hello.
Have you been doing tonight's one?
I have not. Like what? I don't really like lamb and that, and it's far too warm for me to be eating that food.
Oh, don't. I know. Right. Okay.
Honestly.
Well, we're ready to serve.
Right. So
What's this?
We have to wait.
back to Rosemary before we serve up.
Okay,
Take
Matthew.
Martin, give Rosemary the bowl of goodies. And I have the same. Martin, have you got the goodies? Pass them to Rosemary. Right, Rosemary, we both have the same. Now, this is the good old game, Mr. Potato Head.
Yes. Okay. This is great.
You have the potato and all the pieces. Matthew, explain what the competition is this week.
Right, so the competition, Rosemary, wait. The competition this week is you have to put all of the pieces of Mr. Potato Head onto the potato. So the feet, the mouth, the arms, the ears, eyes, everything onto the potato. So there should not be any pieces left over when you finish. Everything has to be on the potato.
Oh,
And
okay.
the
How long
first
have we
person,
got?
it's the first person to finish it. It's the first person to get
Rosemary, take that off.
Oh, she's cheating. Look at her. She's crafty. The first person to get all of the pieces on and raise their hands in the air is the winner.
Okay.
Has to resemble a person, Rosemary. We don't want lips on the eyes and ears on the hands and all that stuff.
We don't want
Okay.
Mr.
Tell
Potato.
us where to go.
We don't want Mr. Potato Head looking like a Picasso drawing.
Okay. Okay.
All
Or
right?
looking like my soccer.
I'm still waiting.
Right. So on your marks, 3, 2, 1, go.
Right. Now, this is a lot harder than it looks
No, I was
because
actually.
there's a lot.
They can get lots of different characters of these. You can get Stormtrooper Mr. Potato Heads. You can get all different Star
Oh,
Wars
can
characters.
you?
Yeah. there's
I
a
never
whole
had one of these.
range.
Oh, hang on. Where does the mouth go? The mouth goes in there.
I always saw
eyes
other
go-
people that had one, but I never had one myself.
That is hair. Oh, ears. Oh, I put the arms in the wrong hole of the ears. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh.
La Voix!
Rosemary.
La Voix, you have won!
How did you do that?
Rosemary, how far did you
Let's see how long it takes Rosemary. Carry on. Carry on. Because we've had to make koftas. We've had to make koftas dip in record time. My kitchen is the worst it's ever been. I'm going to see you struggle with this 80s game.
You haven't still got a soccer on the pan, have you, La Voix?
No, but I'm not like Rosemary. I didn't set the fire alarms off. The poor neighbours.
While she's doing that, La Voix, look what arrived today. Look at this.
Oh, turn around.
Turn around. Look.
Yes, a La Voix hoodie. That looks amazing on you.
And it's the perfect weather for be wearing a hoodie, isn't it?
Well, exactly. The summer clothing. Have you finished?
Well, I don't know whether that's right, but I'm
Let's have
not
a look,
sure.
Martin. Let's have a look.
Well, the mouth is upside down. Like, oh my, like it's a bit sad, but that's all right.
Yay, she got there eventually.
There you go. Well, Rosemary,
there
you can give
go.
that.
Oh, hang on, glasses. Glasses.
Remember the Rosemary Shrager glasses.
That is so cool. I like that.
Well
Okay.
done.
Now, I'm going to serve.
La Voix, you are a winner, La Voix.
I just pulled an eyelash off.
Oh, no.
Lash down, everyone. Well done, Rosemary. You can give that to your friends, your kids. Well, quick and easy.
Right, I
Matthew,
will
thank
leave you
you
to
so
serve.
much.
I'm
Bye,
gonna
darling.
serve. Bye, darling. Bye.
Bye. Right. What do we need to serve? Oh,
You're
look,
gonna
she's
serve.
off. She's off. She's off. Right. So I'm getting a nice serving bowl. I didn't prepare myself for that. Right. What have you done? How have you served this up? I've got an eyelash missing.
No, well, I'm just doing it. Mark's telling me to
Oh.
stop. Don't know why.
Right. So we are going to put the koftas on the plate.
Way.
Oh, look at this. It's bang on time. Well done, Rosemary. Lamb koftas.
I've made some delicious, there we are, some delicious sweet and sour cucumber as well.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, and I've also, let's do this.
So my couscous goes on the side. My lamb kebabs are there. I need a little dish for my dip.
Martin, can you show them?
Where's my yogurt gone? Now, what do we do? How do we serve the? Oh, you've rolled the soccer on the side. Okay. So this is gonna. My dip is gonna go in here.
They can use it like a wrap.
Oh, okay.
All right. So basically, what you do is that's what it's meant to look like. Okay.
Look at this.
Oh, wonderful. Now, so what we're meant to be doing is you take your dish, you open your lovely wrap,
Yes.
you put your delicious koftas in your wrap.
Right.
Delicious apple, pickle, cucumber, even a bit of couscous. I mean, hummus. Great.
Oh, yes. Well, you've got right. So a bit of the yogurt goes in.
Okay.
Yes.
So, there we are. And then
the couscous in the wrap.
In the wrap. No, I haven't. I've got it separately. And I've got it. Here we are.
You could do that, Martin, couldn't you? I agree.
Absolutely.
You could do, yes, if you want. Here we are.
Right.
I'll eat. Oh. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Oh.
Oh, the herbs. The herbs are incredible.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh, no, so we do this and we can't speak.
No, that works with the soccers, doesn't it?
Oh, they are so light.
Aren't they delicious?
They are absolutely delicious.
Well, do you know, La Voix, and to everybody at home, I've taken you through quite a lot of steps here, but actually I think you've all done incredibly well. You have got a whole meal, a tapas meal.
It's incredible.
Which we've done within the time, and it's worked.
I didn't know where we were going with tonight, and I thought it was a disaster at one point.
No, it's perfect.
However, that is an amazing meal.
Yeah.
Well done, Rosemary. You've done it again in the hour.
I've done it again. And also little tiny tomatoes in there would be lovely, actually. A few little tiny baby chopped tomatoes. There you go.
It's been so stressful, I've lost an eyelash. That's how bad tonight has been. Are we giving away the Hendrix gin, gorgeous Joanne?
Are you having the gin?
Right. Yes, one of the gorgeous people that have shared the video tonight will be winning. Thanks to our friends at Waitrose and Partners, you will be sent a bottle of Hendrix gin. Nice. Now, you have the entire week, if you're watching this, to share this episode of Queens of the Kitchen, because we won't be drawing the prize until next week's episode, live on Queens of the Kitchen. We will announce the winner. So keep sharing. Get your friends to share. The more people that share, the more chance you've got of winning a gorgeous free bottle of Hendrix, thanks to a gorgeous Waitrose and Partners. And next week, what are we making, Rosemary?
Well, we're going to do chocolate next week. A chocolate surprise.
Chocolate surprise. Chocolate surprise.
Tonight. Well, I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided what it's going to be. So
that's a surprise.
So basically, that's a surprise. I've got to do. It'll be a surprise to me. I've got to do it within the hour. That's the only thing. So within the hour.
Well, we will do something. So this is the rule. Of course, whatever it is with chocolate, the kids can cook along. You can cook along, and you will have a gorgeous chocolate treat to give out to all your fabulous people you can now meet up with very, very soon. Because with a 1 meter distance, you can throw them something chocolatey. I think.
Oh, perfect. Listen, it's been brilliant. Well, have we done it within the hour? I don't even know the time. I've lost track.
It's nearly 5 past. So after our wittering on, yes, we did it in the hour.
It's not bad. Listen, that's not bad. La Voix, it's been great this week. I look forward to next week.
Yes, well done, everyone. I'm going to put my eyelash back on. Well done. We'll see you all next week. Bye, Rosemary.
Bye, everybody. Bye.